Hey, I'm Carl, and welcome back to my YouTube video series on currency search. Now, this video series we look through currency, 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, whatever, and look for things that have an unusual appearance, such as an off-center printing. Look for silver certificates, blue notes, red notes, or something with a star on the end of the serial number, or just a weird serial number. Something that strikes you as being fancy, or something different, like 1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1, or 4 4s in a row, or birth date, or anything like that. Now, granted, most of these that we find are only worth face value, but it is fun finding bills that are worth more than what they are face value is. But anyway, it's a hobby that you cannot lose money on. So, got 75 $1 bills here, and over here we have Joe. Joe's sitting right next to us, and you might hear him panting a little bit as we're going through this. He's got his tennis ball in his mouth ready to play, but he wasn't being cooperative a little while ago, so I'm sure sometime during this video he's going to drop his tennis ball up here and it's going to roll across the screen here sometime or another. If not, I'll be very surprised. So anyway, let's get started on this. Put this aside. 200-44186. Nothing unusual about that one. So put it aside. 7/7/1989. That's a birth year. If you collect birth years, that'd be good for you. My daughter was born in 88. This is a 89. 94024752. Nope. 52370564. Nope. 08498235. Nope. 02224658. Nope. Joe just ran off the front porch. He's out there right now looking at the tomato plant, one of the tomato plants. 681-30836. Nope. 2137-6898. Nope. 5695-7270. 1931-0414. 0126-9615. Nope. No luck yet. 853-31618. Nope. 8163-4767. Nope. 216-27032. Nope. 0665-1581. Nope. 0148-5288. Nope. And this light I'm using right now on the back porch doesn't have the best light in front of me, but gonna have to deal with it. 10101717. Yeah, we might save that one. 1010 1717. Yeah, we're going to save that one. Nine 84218. Nope. 15289353. Nope. 04720321. Nope. 846910009. Nope. 4993777. 14254132. 77376430. Nope. start over. 43690721. 95 notes. 930559551. 3800248. Now, there's a good chance I'll miss a serial note of some kind of significance. Wouldn't be the first time. 310001844. Nope. 87582258. Nope. 28416452. Nope. 814337. No, let's start over. 81433710. 42701971. That's 1971 birth year. Maybe April 27th, 1971. 84566307. Nope. 87321176. Nope. 285779798. No, let's start that one over again. 28579798. Nope. 27221961. That's another birth year, 1961. Let's see. February. No, can't be February 72nd. Anyway, doesn't mean anything to me. 11226050. Gone through about half of these already. 28582867. Now I mainly collect star notes, which is during the original printing, if there's ever an error that is noticed, they take that whole batch of serial numbers and burn them and replace them. But instead of having the same serial number, they would put a star on the end instead of a letter. Zero 07199065. 03741611 54198171. 31390244. 63382863. 2855663. 33962824, 27582735, 07094546. Now, I have never found one that will be 12344321. Never had one of those show up. 34576349, or a straight, which is a 1234567 or 2345678 789134885. Nope. 39587295. 42396918. Nope. 24783274. Nope. 02855963. Nope. 45202746. Nope. Joe's laying to the right of me right now. He's right over there, right there, with his paws in front of him, looking outside. 10470318. Nope. 15687959. Nope. 799025542. Nope. 5964480. Nope. 21037856. Nope. 28062263. Nope. 84099124. Nope. 66776816. Nope. 45073379. Nope. 823648886. Nope. 644-19517. Nope. Got this many left, about 15 or so. 90640777. Nope. 50486812. Nope. 01688029. Nope. 600-81347. Nine 3878. 00763372. Nope. 78551278. Nope. 538958116. Nope. 54012433. Nope. Got two left. Joe over here, he's a rescue dog. I've had him for about 6 weeks, and he still hasn't put on very much weight. I feed him about 50% more than what they advised me to give him, and his ribs are still showing, so it's time enough for him to go back to the vet and get a good test and see if he's got worms or whatever. They did do some testing on him where I rescued him from at the Humane Society, and everything came up normal, but it's better safe than sorry. So we got a appointment at 2:30 today to get them fully checked out and go from there. I'll keep you up on his health update in the future videos. 77122-982. Nope. Last one. 0511-5627. Nope. So, out of that stack of 75, we didn't get skunked on this stack because we have this 10, 10, 17, 17. So, this is going to be a keeper, and we're going to look this up on the Fancy Serial Numbers website, and they're not going to tell you the value of this, but they're going to see how rare or how cool this serial number is. Here we are at the website serialworth.com, SERIALWORTH.com, and we are going to look up these two serial numbers and see what they might be worth collecting. So let's start with this one, 000-34222. Search, and while it's thinking, it gives us a score of 63, which is an interesting pattern, but not really collectible. But I'm going to save it just because I think it's a cool number. So just let's go to the other number, 42222-877. Search. There we go. Fancy score is 65. So let's type that in again and see what happens if it gives us the same number. 42222-877. There we go. Got a score of 65. So that's also an interesting pattern. And since I saved 4 of a kinds, I will be saving this one. Well, I'm going to save both of them, but anyway, let's go check this out. Here's some information on how to check your bill serial number, step-by-step guide. Score ranges, we're below 70, so it's not valuable. It's only worth $1. Here's table of contents of serial number patterns. What is a fancy serial number? There we go. Some more information down here. So, since this one is not scored a 70 or above, it's not giving us all the information as more valuable notes. But it's still pretty interesting. Super low serial numbers, low serial numbers, and high serial numbers, binary, bookends, just all different kinds of cool information you might want to look at. So anyway, this is a good site to go to. Back up here to the top. Sorry if this is making you dizzy. Serialworth.com. It's where I go to get a lot of my information. And I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have good luck with all your treasure hunts.